Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our channel. If this is the first time coming to this channel, please ensure to smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell icon so that anytime we post content like this, you get notified. Okay, so basically a lot is going on. If you're coming in for the first time, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel. In fact, there's so much result from our students who are absolutely doing very well, and you can join the success story just by replicating the same thing. So today I'm going to teach you about simple strategy on how you can make money trading the support and resistance zone. Okay, a powerful tool that can help you to make consistent profits every single day. Okay, every single day you're going to make consistent profit. So this is a very powerful support and resistance tool. Okay, now what am I trying to say in essence is here we have this particular stuff here. We have this rectangular uh, zone here. Okay, we serve our support zone. And when we talk about support, we need to have at least 2 to 3 touches. Okay, 2 to 3 touches. Now, when we talk about support, we have what we call a trend line support. Trend line support. This is a trend line support, whereby why is it a support zone? Because if you notice here, if I come over to this place and go to this this place, you see market touched here, right? Market touched here, and the same market touched here, and you see touched here. So as far as you have 2 to 3 touches, it makes it a support zone. So this indicatively means that this is also a support zone. See market touched here and here. So this alone should tell you that this market is going to buy. Okay, it tells us this market is going to buy because based on what you are seeing here, the market is literally going to buy excessively. So from the support zone we used to find all these things. You see, this is support zone, this is support zone, this is support zone. So now we need to still find support and resistance inside this movement you're seeing here. So I'm not trying to teach you trend line support that I'm trying to show you right now. So if we head over to probably the 15 minutes time frame, if we head to the 15 minutes time frame, what we did is on the 4 hours now, we're in the 15 minutes time frame. The same thing we did, we want to repeat the same thing. So for us to repeat the same thing, or let's use the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, it's not that really clear, but I think it's manageable. So here we have this, we have market coming here, touches here, touched here, right? So market touched here, just as you can see here. And the opposite, you just need to just clone, click on clone. What is on 1 hour time frame? You see touch this, market touched here, market touched here, right? Let me use something to market. So market touched here, and market touched here as well. I tell you, when you have like 2 to 3 touches, make it a valid support zone. You see that? So if we go to probably the 15 minutes time frame, you see that this whole thing is now more clearer. See it. See how market has been moving. I've been moving all these markets comes here, went up, came here, came up. So all these are what trend line support. Okay, as far as you have 1 to 3 touches, okay, this is support zone. So what this absolutely means now is that market is likely going to what possibly come down to this place, and once market come down to this place, it's gonna shoot up crazily, right? It's gonna shoot up crazily to this floor. So this is what we anticipate on this gold. Okay, this is what we anticipate on this particular pair. So now this is for trend line support and resistance. So generally, when we talk about support and resistance, there are ways we approach it. Okay, there are ways you can approach it to make some money for yourself. I'm going to teach you this support and resistance can serve as a demand zone as well. Okay, it can serve as a supply and demand zone. So how do you approach the market when you want to trade the market? So for you to get it accurately, what I advise is to go to the daily time frame. Okay, so let's go to the daily time frame. So once you go to the daily time frame, these are the first things you do once you come to the market, any market you want to trade. Okay, so remember we've already spotted out the trend line support, and I notice that the market is what is buying. The market is still on the uptrend. So there's nothing really clear here. So go to the 4 hours time frame. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, we want to mark out our supply and demand zone. Okay. So when we talk about supply and demand zone, whenever we have a breakout structure. Okay. So what is that breakout structure? You see market candle here, we have this breakout structure. Okay. So since we have a block of structure, we have order block. Our order block is going to serve as our demand zone. So this one we have it. This is mitigated. Apart from this is not mitigated. So this is our demand zone. Okay. This one was mitigated. Okay. In case maybe I'll do more video regarding to explain to you when we talk about mitigated OB and non-mitigated. So in here again, we have this other one. This is mitigated. This one is unmitigated. Okay. I think this like this is unmitigated. This is supply zone or resistance zone, whichever one you want to call it. So if we extend it, this is what it showed, right? So right now, see it, and it's literally trying to cause a flip zone. It's trying to cause a flip zone. So what this absolutely means that market will surely buy. So market will surely buy. So we've marked our supply zone. So I told you this work whenever we have any break of structure. So here is our supply zone. Let's look for more supply zones. So the last candlestick. So this is the last candlestick here. This is our supply or resistance zone, I mean to say. So where is our supply zone? So if we come here, you see here is mitigated, here is mitigated, here is mitigated. Okay, only here was quite unmitigated. It was not clear. So we're going to use this extreme zone here. We're using this one here as our order block. So now when we spot this whole thing like this, we are good to go. So the next thing to do is head over to the 1 hour time frame. So once you go to the 1 hour time frame, remember we saw this. What this means, why I mark all these things here, this support, supply, and demand, or resistance, wherever, is where we want market to anticipate, one market to come to this place and one market to come back to this place, right? So once market is here, we should buy to here. Once market is here, we should short to here. So that's it. That's what makes it a supply and demand. So since I figured out this whole stuff, now what are the next step? Okay, how do we buy to this place? To figure out when to buy to this place is basically to mark out our trend lines, support and resistance. You know, the first one we did was just to measure this one. This one is going to be the trend line. Okay, so we want to talk about the trend line. I marked this. Okay, so whenever it's 1 or 2 touches, okay, we have this first touch, we have the second touch here. So you just clone this app. You just need to click clone on this link. I don't know why it's not. So I just clone it and I'll have to duplicate it again. You must have at least 1 or 2 touches. Don't force it. Don't force it like just wherever you see it in. Remember, we'll have the first touch here. If I should zoom in, we had first touch around here. I think let me elaborate this more. I think we have our first touch around here. Then we had another second touch around here. I told you when you have 1 or 2, okay? So you see, we just figured out this. This is what's happened. The market finally broke this trend line. So what this means, we're going to long to this place. So how do we still long from this? We need to look for another channel. Remember, this is a resistance. Our resistance here is a support zone. This is a trend line support and resistance, where this was normal support and resistance zone. Okay, so now let's go to probably the 5 minutes. Let's see whether we see something there. So on the 5 minutes, Control Y. So on the 5 minutes, there's absolutely nothing going on there. We only had something like this trend line here, and this other one here. So absolutely nothing really going on here. There's nothing going on here. So market is likely going to fall to this place before it will surely now buy. So we already figured out some things, and do you know what to do this now is to want to trade basically from this place, okay? And So that's why you now apply your strategy. But what it means is that you want to buy from here to reach this place. So with this few knowledge I just shared to you, you have some little idea about some simple support and resistance. So it's not more of like a regular support and resistance which you use. So if you use this way of approach, now we have normal supply and demand, which is support and demand zone, and then we have what we call the trend line support and resistance. So we use this to spot out some good this thing. So I think let's do it. Let's do for another pair. Let's look for another pair so that we can make it more clearer. So let's look for BTC. BTC. So on BTC, it's just saying what I told you. The first thing you need to do is go to the daily time frame. Okay. So on the daily time frame, which is the 1 day, we need to know what is going on. So based on what we're seeing here, the market is what's bearish. Okay. Why is it bearish? Because we have the zone market coming down to this place. It was not clear. Let's go to the 4 hours. 4 hours. So if you can approach markets this way, it will let you know where bear market is going to. Okay. It helps to show you where the market is coming and where it's going to. So this is the first trend that we had here. So just try and duplicate the same thing. Clone. So once you clone this, we touch it to this place. So see that we have, this is called the trend line support and resistance. Okay. Now when we have this again, what next I'm going to do? I want to draw another one again. So this time around, this is from here to here. Okay. I told you when you have 1 or 2 touches. Okay, we'll have this first touch, we'll have the second touch. Just clone it. So once you clone this thing, just drag it to where you see the last low. I think we have here here, and here and here. So this alone tells you, once you spot these things on 4 hours of daily time frame, it tells you where market is coming and where it's going from. So what it means that this market is selling, right? This market is going to sell to this place. Okay, you're going to sell to this place. So you're anticipating to sell to this place. So that's just it. You can go as low as 1 hour time frame to refine more of your zones. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I hope you are learning something and you're getting value for this. Okay. So I'm just showing you how to spot some directional bias for your trading. See what the market has been doing so far. So here again, remember market is coming from here, so we anticipate market to come to this place. So we're anticipating market to come to this place. How do you mark this out again? Here now we know, here has been violated, so definitely we'll mark this and this. Okay, this is the current market here, and what it means that we are anticipating market to what absolutely come down. So let's clone this again. We have this here. Okay, market touches this too. So this is what is going to happen. So as you see, the market is coming down to this place. So it will not just come straight to this place. So market is literally going to do something like this. Probably come here, touch the resistance trend line, come over to this place, touch this, touch the support trend line, come over to this place, touch the resistance trend line, then finally come back to this place. So this is what likely market is going to happen on this particular pair called BTC. Okay, so I think with this you find some little knowledge about this. And remember, the same thing you did on trend line, you can do it on a normal support zone. So how do you mark out your support, resistance, or demand zone here? It's just very simple. Mark out, go to the 4 hours time frame. We'll go to the 4 hours time frame. So what are we seeing in the 4 hours time frame? We are seeing market. This is the last OB here. Okay, market is this place. This is the area we are anticipating market to come to. And where is the last for this one? This one is here. We have this last resistance zone. So market is coming. Market has already tapped here already. So market is likely to pierce here and come down to this place. So now we've already identified our resistance and support zone. So apply the same thing to your chart, and you now understand where market is coming, where it's going. Okay, right now this has given us an edge that market is literally coming down. So for you to trade it, just for you to start going to the lower time frame, like the 5 minutes, 15 minutes time frame, and start shorting the market. Okay, because we've already seen where market is coming from. Just for you to look for your entry patterns, breakout structure, liquidity, or whatsoever, just to apply in the trading. So, guys, that's all for now. I think if you have any question, in fact, there's a lot going on. In case you want to learn how we personally trade, feel free to send us a personal message. Join our Telegram channel, okay? Please subscribe to the Telegram channel. We're adding more value for you. So do well by supporting us by joining the Telegram channel. There's a lot going on. Students are absolutely doing very well, okay? If you want to join the winning team, feel free to send me a personal message. And I'm going to hold you by the hand and teach you how to become a profitable trader. See you guys in the next video, and bye for now.